right, so I'm inside the bus. It's Monday the 20th, and it's lunchtime, and I'm going to go through an activity that I have to do today. Now that I've laid out all of the theoretical power, what I need to do now is I need to go through the bus, place markers on the bus for where all of the outlets and electrical components need to go. So I'm going to set this camera up over there, and I'm going to show you how I go about marking all of the locations of all of the devices. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so I'm here in the bus. I'm going to show you the steps I'm going to follow to document where all the electrical outlets and stuff are going to be in the bus. I'm going to use some labels that I've printed off, and I'm going to stick them up where all the electrical components need to go so it'll make wiring easier. Okay, so this is a indicator for the three-way USB, and you can see I've got the amperage listed here. That'll help me in calculating the total amount of amperage per circuit, and that'll also help me figure out the gauge of the wire that I need to run to each of these runs to make sure that it's 10 or 12 gauge so that we have sufficient amperage across the entire wire run to make sure that we're not dropping power and underpowering each of these USB devices. All right, so these 3-up USBs are going to go in a cluster along with the dimmers right here at the power switch. One on that side, one on this side. One back here. There'll be a cluster of plugs and controls back here. USB. The dimmer switch, USB up. Now, looks like, yeah, sleep on this side. So that'll be where all the USBs are. Got that one. And then we've got a bunch of LED strips that are going to go above into the wall-mounted overhead bins. And we've got, this is the indicator that I have for a dimmer. It didn't come out really nice. It's on the diagram, but it's yellow on the diagram, and it printed off in this color, so that's okay. So the dimmers are going to be back here by the kind of the master control switch back here. Let's put it up here, the dimmer. And there'll be another dimmer over here by the backsplash. So there'll be one back there that will control the overhead lights in the rear zone, and there'll be one up here that will control the overhead lights in the front zone. That's not just one, actually. It'll be one for each of the circuits so that the lights above can be independently turned on and off and dimmed. Again, another reason why we want the there'll be like 3 here. Another reason why we want to have the overriding power switch, because you don't have to go to 6 different switches to turn off 6 different banks of lights. Those relays and the RF switches will allow you to switch them all off at a go. So I'm going to line up the dimmers above. So, and this air conditioner here, this air conditioner is going to be removed. This one will be boxed in. This one will be removed. And in addition to this one that works off the engine when the engine's running, we're going to install a new air conditioner, probably forward of the emergency escape hatch, so that the front and the back can both get high quality air conditioning. we've got that unit. You'll see a picture of it later. Dimmer, dimmer, dimmer. I might need one more in each of these locations to control the different circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm going to put one more here. It's going to be a bank of 4 dimmers. It's going to look like fucking mission control in here. Excuse my language. It's going to look like mission control. But you know, if you're going to spend money renovating a bus and you're going to do it reasonably well, you ought to do it properly, right? And you ought to make it so that it's the way you want it, especially if this turns into my part-time or full-time home, and I definitely want it the way that I want it. So these LED strips that I have, strip lights, this is the indicator for an LED strip light, again with the amperage. There's going to be an LED strip light along the ceiling. I'm going to just stick it up to the ceiling. We won't have left and right zones because that's crazy. I'll just put one up there. It'll be 2 down both sides of the wooden panel. There will be an LED zone in the front, in the overhead bins. 1 on top of the overhead bins to shine on the ceiling, which will be nice. Another one which will be below the overhead bins to shine down the walls. It'll also help with getting it, make it look a little bit bigger. So I'll put that one here. And there'll be one inside the storage bin itself to help to see what's in there and to add general illumination. So for those, I'm going to just stick it to where the bin will approximately be here on the ceiling. So inside. Again, there will be those three dimmers, those 3 LEDs, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front zone, and there will be 4 more in the back zone. But the 4 more in the back zone will be exactly the same. Actually, I think it might be 5 in the back zone. There will be 1 just around the headboard window that's going to be framed out here. There will be 1 that'll be at the foot of the bed to show the bed. I'm just going to stick him kind of here in the corner because I don't want him to be walked all over. And then again, there will be overhead bins. Let's put it same side, only because there's more space on this side for wiring. There will be 1 overhead. There will be 1 inside. And the final one will be underneath the overhead bins, again, to do illumination down the side walls. And that concludes the placement of the lighting. Okay, so that's it for now. I'm going to go get some lunch, and I'm going to get back to my day job, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.